What's happening, guys? So with the Call of Arms event going on right now, I've seen a lot of new people jumping into the game, people returning who haven't been around for a while because they've heard about the really great rewards you get from this event, which is definitely true. But one of the things I've been noticing in my comment section and even on Discord, not even just on YouTube, there's been a lot of people kind of telling me that this event is too grindy in the sense that you have to complete so many dailies every day to hit the threshold of getting 400 of these remnants to buy the keys. Because if you're not familiar, you actually need a total of 400 for every key, and there's 12 different keys you have to buy. And I've been getting that a lot, so I wanted to kind of break down basically what you have to do every day and see if these people are right. Now, obviously, too grindy depends on the person and their real life obligations and everything like that. Like, too grindy can mean like playing this game for more than 2 hours a day, or it can mean too grindy for another person. It can mean playing for 10 hours a day. That's too grindy for them. So obviously it depends on the person. Everyone's different with how much free time they have. But the general consensus I've been getting is that a lot of people have been kind of telling me that this event is just too much to do every single day. So let's break it down. So one of the things I got is the reference from the main webpage. So you see right here, I'll bring it over real quick. I have it right here. It goes over kind of all the dailies you need to do to get the martial remnants. As I said earlier, you need 400 every single day. So kind of the general math I got from adding up all these martial remnants you get from completing these daily quests. For the average new player, it's going to be about 360 martial remnants every day, which is a little bit below the 400 threshold you need to buy the key. But considering that this event is about 3 days shy of a month long, you definitely have enough time to do it, even with this video being out and the event going on within a bit. I think it's been out for about a week now, So you still have enough time, even with only getting the 360 remnants every day. Now, you can get more than what I'm saying here. You can get over 400, but I did cut out some daily quests I feel like are just not feasible for a new player to do. So some of the ones I cut out are the ones below here, like Naru Santum, House of Idols, and the Hills. All of these are honestly very hard for a new player to get into. Really, no new player is going to be able to get into Naru Santum or House of Idols. These are all dungeons that people run with a static group. You have to have, most of the parties I see requested in faction chat are like 2500 AP. Absolutely no one runs them in FA. It's always in like the regular world in faction chat. You need a lot of AP, which is just not feasible for a new player. So you really can't expect any new player to be able to do any of these. And this is 150 remnants that you are missing because they're 50 each. That would put you way over the 400 that you need every day. But obviously as a new player, that's just not really possible to do. So really we're going to break down what are the 360 I'm talking about how you get them. So number one is 7 daily quests to complete the 7 daily challenge, which gives you 40 martial remnants. Also, side note, I did take out the weekly challenge 50 that you get because that's obviously per week and not daily. So you do get those, which are pretty easy to get the 4 completed because they're all very new player friendly quests. So the 7 is pretty time consuming, honestly, because you have to complete 7 different daily quests. Now, luckily, there's stuff like Mushin's Tower, which allows you to actually get a lot of them done quicker because that one takes like 20 seconds and there's some easy ones in there. But still, that's going to take you at least about 20 to 30 minutes for the average player, maybe even longer depending on your gear store and if you can find a party. So that would take you a little bit of time, but you'll have to do that every day. I'm also adding in the Mushin Tower quests like floor 20 and floor 15. Also, now that I think about it, I probably should take out the Outlaw Island just because I remember it got reworked recently, so it's actually way harder. It's not like how it used to be. You can't just like go through it with a Grand Celestial Weapon. It's actually pretty difficult. So really it's like 330 remnants, which is still possible to complete the event on time, but definitely does get a little bit thinner in the amount of free time you have left during the last week. Now, all these ones are obviously very, very easy to do. Cold Storage, Heaven's Mandate, Ransack Treasury, Sandstorm Temple, all these. And then you get to these ones here, also very easy to do. Warp Citadel, Brood Chamber, just very brain dead, easy dungeons. You really just go into FA, LFP it, and you'll get all these done very quickly. Now, I am being a little bit flexible on the Stone Scale Passage, just because you can do that one. Mainly people just want you to know the mechanics of going into soul separation. But I still see people always taking just people with decent gear with that. And because you get the Grand Celestial Weapon for free, I definitely can join these parties. Really, now that I think about it, the best way they could have made this event way, way better is simply just reduce the amount of remnants you need. So just make it 200 remnants for every key instead of 400, because 200 would make it so like for a new player doing their dailies, you really only need to get like an hour of playtime to get that many. And that'd be perfectly reasonable. That's pretty casual friendly. The problem is when you have 400, it is pretty time consuming. As you see it now, it's over 2 hours of dailies. Really, it's 11 different dungeons. It's bunch of solo dungeons, just all this stuff you have to do every single day, 7 days a week to keep up. Definitely can get pretty grindy, honestly. So I see that point now. The other thing really they could have done if they didn't want to reduce the amount of remnants you need, just introduce the nerf dungeons that they did last time. The Call to Arms event last time had all the dungeons with really easy difficulty. All the bosses' HPs got reduced and everything, so people with low gear could do all these high tier dungeons, and that would have been perfect for this time around because with this event you need to do all these freaking dungeons. People could have done these dungeons at House of Idols, Naru Sanctum, because it would have been nerfed so heavily. But the problem is now that they don't have the nerf dungeons, people are kind of bottlenecked out of not being able to do certain dungeons. Like you can't do any of these as a new player, so you're missing out on 150 remnants. That's a lot of freaking remnants. You can't do really MSP unless you have like a guild to carry you. That's 40 remnants right there every single day. So there's a lot of stuff that really could make you get the 400 remnants, but because you don't have the gear to start, you can't do them. So they really should have either reduced the amount of remnants you need or brought back the reduced difficulty in the dungeons. That's really my two different fixes they could have done and made this event way better. Now, are the rewards worth it? 100%. It still is a great event, but there definitely is some issues with it being a little grindy. I just see people saying that now because even me, I don't even really do 7 dailies. I never used to do it before this event because I just found doing 7 dailies kind of annoying every single day. But now you have to do like 11 different dungeons. So I understand. And definitely there could have been some improvements. I'm hoping when they bring back this event in fall, that they make it a little bit better. Now, it's not guaranteed it'll be back here in September, but if we're going off the previous last year, Call to Arms came out this time around in spring, and then we have one in September with a new class. Now, knowing NCSoft, it would be a great idea because you have Call to Arms event, you have the new class, and you have Unreal Engine 4. That would be amazing. So hopefully when they bring this back, they kind of see some of the feedback on this was a little too grindy, and they definitely could have made it a little bit more smoother for new players. So hopefully next time around they actually do listen. If you have the time to do this event, I still recommend doing it, but you will need to put a decent amount of time every single day to make sure you get it done. But the rewards are definitely worth doing if you're just coming back to the game. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think about this video. Let me know if you feel this event is too grindy or you don't mind or you have some secret method to get it done quicker. Let me know in the comments. Definitely appreciate you guys watching the video. Leave a like and sub to the channel. See you guys very soon.